Hey guys, JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in from Tenable that I'm really excited to check out. Let's get it. All right, I love when knife companies do this. This is the Tenable Raven. If you're not familiar, the Raven has been one of my favorite new releases from Concept in its premium form, and they decided to go ahead and drop an affordable version of it, and I'm here for it. You have the G10 with carbon fiber on the scales. You have the full steel liners. They did do a crossbar lock with a deep carry fold over pocket clip. Not reversible though. Why do this lock and not make it reversible? I get it if you want a clean show side, but in this instance, I would have liked that pocket clip to be reversible. Thumb stud deployment, just like the original Raven on the Concept line. And thank you for getting the geometry tune on this one done correctly. You're looking at a stone-washed 14C 28N blade. Really well done. I just love this blade shape on here. It is such a good-looking design. I mean, just take a moment to appreciate the clean lines on this particular one. I can get a nice 4-finger grip. This one is kind of like the Para 3, and the fact that it does have a little bit of a shorter blade, but does not sacrifice handle. So it does get the size down, which is great for EDC. This one's gonna be a great all-around knife for you. It's gonna be pokey, it's gonna have belly and cutting edge to get through those thicker materials, and it's still gonna be easy to get out to the tip and do those controlled cuts, trace cuts, anything that you need to do with that one. It is riding on a ceramic bearing system. If you're not familiar with how they do it on the Tenable, from what I have seen, they take the hardened steel liners, they mill them out with pockets so the bearings sit in them, and then they ride cleanly with a really tight, clean clamp style on here to prevent any side-to-side play, which they have always been locked up for me. Now, Tenable is just like Concept, doing a nice factory edge, good heat treat on their 14C28N. It has performed well for me anytime that I've checked it out. And this is just so comfortable, guys. It just nestles in the hands, no issues whatsoever. Not only is the geometry on the tune done correctly, it also has nice thumb studs on here that are grippy without being too slick. Can get the reverse flick even on the crossbar lock, and then they got a little ramp step up style on the thumb stud bar, or crossbar studs, crossbar studs, which works really well. If you can't tell, I do have the bug out tendency there to kind of want to slam it down, but this one here will drop on its own. You don't really need to slam it. It's just because of the angle that I have so that you guys can see it. They do have pockets in here, and I think I've been using my flashlight for something else, so let me change the angle of it here for you so that you can see. There we go. I need to come straight in. And you can see there are weight relief pockets on the steel liners. So even though it is full steel liners, it doesn't have a horrible weight feel in the hand. But we're gonna do some size comparisons first, and then we'll check the weight on this one. Now, the 14C does have a very nice factory edge, as I mentioned. It cut very well. Unfortunately, while I was just testing it out a little bit, I ran out of material at my desk to be able to demonstrate on camera, and my hope is eventually here, I'll get my garage set back up so I can do that B-roll footage showing you cutting with it. No real hot spots to speak of. I was a little worried about this pocket clip, but I feel like did it at a 45 maybe-ish. It looks 90, but maybe somewhere in between. So it ramps up and clears when going into the pocket, but it's not creating what I consider to be a hot spot. So if you were interested in the Raven and really don't think that you can swing the price of it, this isn't a bad compromise in my opinion. All right, let's go ahead and do some quick size comparisons, and then I do want to weigh the knife just to see where it's coming in. All right, guys, so I did have to bring my Raven out so that you could see what I was talking about as far as the original Raven that I have, and then I brought my Caveman out here just so you can see a fuller size, larger knife in comparison to it. But one interesting note that I did not realize when I pulled this out, I got them pretty lined up at the pivot, and you can see it looks like, and it may just be placebo, but I think, let me line them up this way and see. It looks like, and I could be wrong, let me know in the comments, it looks like there's just a touch more length. And you know, it's hard to do this because I don't know if I'm at an angle or anything like that, but just trying to gauge it, the blades look very similar, but I feel like the handle has just a touch more length to it. Yeah, like when I try to line them up evenly, I feel like the pivot's moving to the left. Maybe that has something to do with the full steel liners and needing that for the crossbar lock. It ended up having a little bit more length on it. Could be just me on my end. I might be completely wrong here, but just a great size for EDC. I love that you can get a full 4-finger grip. And I feel like if you have small or medium hands, it's not gonna feel so egregious to you to carry this one. So it's something that everyone would be able to enjoy. All right, now we're gonna compare the two Ravens and get the weight. So let me get the caveman out of the way and grab the scale and we'll check that out. All right, scale out and on. So we're gonna start with the weight of the, I swear, man, I think it's actually, if it's not lighter, it's really close to being the same. Let's see here. We got 3.7. Okay, if you're sure about that. And we have 3.9. So that's probably why I couldn't really feel the difference. But the Tenable Raven is slightly lighter than the all titanium concept version in the premium. And I mean, I don't know how you feel about that one way or the other, but they did a good job hollowing it out. Looks like about the same blade stock thickness. It's really hard to tell. Not feeling a lip. Yeah, it looks like the same blade stock thickness. I guess maybe because this is going to be a little bit thinner and it's hollowed out a little bit more, whereas this doesn't have the hollowing because it has the inlay and this is an onlay. Man, it's really cool that they're so close in weight. So just in case you didn't see my Raven review on the concept, I really like that one. I carry it and use it a ton. And the fact that they so quickly made a Raven on the Tenable line and did a good job with this crossbar lock. Honest to goodness, it is adjustable. I don't think I covered that when I was doing the weight relief. So let me show you here. It has the 3, I gotta stand up, I can't see, sorry. There you go. It has the 3 hole there for the adjustment. It is adjustable, but I think the other thing that's really important to get here is that the geometry on this part of the crossbar lock is what helps it feel like it's not mushy, so there's not a lot of play. When you have that combined with the very well-positioned thumb studs below the pivot and tight to the body, it's gonna fire. It's gonna feel nice. It's gonna be tuned as crispy as a detent feels on a pocket knife that has the detent ball. So it feels very comparable. You may feel a little bit more crispness on the detent tune, but you're not gonna miss out, in my opinion, on this one. Feels very nice in hand too. I grade on a scale of 1 to 10, however, with budget-friendly materials such as steel hardware, where you have G10 with carbon fiber inlay or top layer, with 14C28N and similar affordable steels on there. I do cap those at a 7. I take into account money for value, aesthetics, performance, and the ergos when I take all of that into consideration. Now, aesthetics is subjective. For me on this one, I gotta go 6.8, man. This thing is nearly perfect. I am taking 1 point off for no reversible pocket clip. This might have been the first 7 to my knowledge in the budget realm, but no reversible pocket clip makes it not lefty friendly. I think that's a little bit of a miss. If Tenable watches this one, I'm gonna tag them to watch this, I think you can make that an easy change for future production. And the fact that it's a flat scale allows people to throw titanium pocket clips on there too. I think that's something that would be appreciated. I really like this. I don't know what other variants are out there. I don't mind the carbon fiber in G10, but hopefully there's some micarta. I also think if you wanted to do one with an aluminum scale with a cartridge for your crossbar lock, I think that would probably be very well received, as long as you have a durable coating on there for those fun colors. But what a brilliant idea to bring an affordable version of the Raven out so quickly. This is a smart move in my opinion, and an easy recommendation for me because I love the original so much. I really enjoyed this one a lot. If you can't afford the premium one, I highly recommend this one. You will not be disappointed. I will have affiliate links down below. I have discount codes for Tenable for you to use to get a little bit of a discount on there. So thank you, Tenable, for allowing me to have that for my viewers. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. Your subscription helps the channel, as does any comments that you wish to leave. Shout out to my channel members. Love you guys. That's it for me today. I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.